Good morning, Ringette fans, and welcome to the Canadian Ringette Championship bronze medal game for the NRL. Before we crown our champions today, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the incredible supporters who made this tournament possible. A huge thank you to the Government of Ontario, Ottawa Tourism, the Ottawa Ice Ringette Club, and the Ringette Canada for their unwavering commitment to our support. Your support helps elevate these athletes, celebrate their achievement, and grow their game we all love. This championship wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you for being champions of Ringette.
On today's beautiful day here at Slush Puppie, lucky enough to get that venue for our bronze medal game for the National Ringette League. We will have the Rive-Sud Révolution here in black opposing the Calgary Wrath in white here. Quite the excitement last time these two teams matched up. It ended in overtime. I believe Calgary took that win 7-6, promising an exciting close game today. So for our final standings,
we'll have our team, Gatineau Fusion, we finished 8th. Then we'll have, I believe this was last year's standings, so we finished, it wasn't.
No, it's this year. So Calgary Wrath actually finished 7th, and then the Rive-Sud Révolution 5th. So quite the jump here from their season to be now battling for the bronze medal game. Quite deserved. Those two teams clearly battle through this week to get a spot here in the bronze medal game. So for the Rive-Sud Révolution here, I'll just go through our lineup. We have number 7, Camille Dumont, number 8, Audrey Vachon, number 9, Laurence Larocque, number 11, Émilie Cunial, number 12, Sarah Bernard-Lacaille, number 20, Lauriane Alain, number 21, Laurie Claveau, 22, Maud Ouellette, 26, Lauriane Bourque, 30, Evelyne Martel, 31, Laurie Saint-Pierre, 88, Courtney Keeble, 91, Audrey-Anne Plante, 96, Alex Raymond Couturier, 97, Laurence Lacombe, number 99, Camille Lavoie. Can't talk fast enough to go through all the players to the Calgary Wrath.
We will be taking a moment here to go over the national anthem to get this game started.
Today's game sponsor, we would like to thank Gia Cantina, located in the heart of Ottawa Glebe neighborhood. Cantina Gia is your go-to spot for classic Italian comfort food and a curated selection of wines. A true family-friendly gem where great food and warm hospitality come together. Thank you, Cantina Gia, for supporting today's game and the passion of our Ringette community. Now, let's get ready for an exciting battle on the ice. Waiting on the first whistle of the game.
Calgary Wrath here with the ring, starting it off. Brewster passing it to her forward, but it's intercepted by Rive-Sud.
Number 12 here is going to take her time, passing it to Raymond Couturier. She's going to take her time, take space. She's going to send it back to Sarah. Sarah's gonna try to hit Laurence, but can't get quite that. She's heavily checked by the boards here. Battle for loose ring. Bouncy rig, but Keeble takes it home. We have a 4-in infraction here for the Calgary Wrath. Keeble's gonna take her time. Laurence is joining.
The shot clock will go off.
I believe they were out of sync, so that'll go back to Rive-Sud. And now attacking, we have our favorite trio, 91 Plante, number 9 Larocque, and number 8 Vachon. They're gonna set up in front of the net, try to set up that laser of a shot for Larocque. Let's see what she tries to do here. She's gonna safely place it to her partner, 91. Plante's gonna give that back to Laurence. She's gonna try for that backhand, goes wide, picked up by Vachon. Vachon's gonna use that wideness of the ice. She's gonna get a shot, decently stopped by Beck.
Hung with the ring now, passing it over to Rock. Rock with the ring, trying to hit Sauvé, but it goes a bit far, so it's gonna be picked up by Larocque.
She's gonna pass that back to her defense. Wide pass to Vachon. This is really a wider ice than all the other ice pads we've seen so far. Great show of skating and just using that wideness of the ice to their advantage here. Keeble still with the ring. She's gonna cycle through. We have 10 seconds on the clock. She's gonna set up Cezia. Can get a stab, but she's gonna, nice reset here. They're gonna battle behind the net. Nicely picked up by Keeble. Wide pass opposing here to Lavoie. Sends it back. Nice ring movement here by Rive-Sud. I like what I'm seeing so far. They're gonna take their time to reset. They have lots of time on the clock. Nice backhand shot here. We have a 4-in infraction for the Rats, so that's gonna go back onto our black jerseys possession here. Now our trio on the ice for Rive-Sud. Keeble, 99 Lavoie, and Cezia in front of the net, number 77. Safe pass to the board here. Lavoie is gonna cycle that ring. Using the ice, using her speed. Drops it off. Not quite satisfied with the look. Oh, big opening here. She's gonna shoot that right in the chest. Bree's gonna pick that up.
Pass it off to Armstrong. Armstrong using her speed to get out of there. Passing it to Wheeler. Wheeler with the ring now. Yulden wide open, gets the ring, using her speed to get into the triangle. Back to Ung. Nice high shot, but it's saved by Saint-Pierre. Picked up again by Aaron Ung. Ung with the ring. Going back to the top, looking for something. Passing it down to Gillespie. Gillespie with the ring. Drops to Ung. She'll get a line change here. Meyer with the ring now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They'll need to set up something for a reset. Trying to hit her partner in the middle, Brewster, but can't quite get the stab. It's going to be picked up by Saint-Laurent. Saint-Pierre, sorry.
Larocque now with the ring. She's going to try to exit her zone. Intercepted by Hemstreet, so she's just going to pick that up. Nice setup for Cuniel here. Breakaway opportunity. She goes for the 5-hole, but Bree stops that.
We'll have a crease violation here as the defense tried to squeeze between Cuniel and the crease, but didn't have quite enough room.
So Rive-Sud's gonna send their second line here. Nice replay here of our opportunity. Nice defense streak here. Number 11, Emilie Cuniel, actually defense. Great show of speed here, creating an awesome opportunity for her team here. They're gonna try to set up something here. We have Cezia Lacombe now with the ring and Keeble in front of the net. Cezia is gonna go for that drop pass. Ooh, nice low set. Ooh, that actually hit the crossbar, I believe. Nice low pick set by Keeble. Now Calgary is gonna exit, tried to exit, heavily checked by Rive-Sud. Nice forecheck play here by Cezia and Lacombe. Keeble's gonna try to set up in the middle, that is checked. They're managing to keep that ring here, still attacking with 15 seconds on the shot clock. We have fresh legs on the ice. Nice play by the defensive here, Bernard Lacaille, to keep that ring in possession of Rive-Sud. They're gonna try to go for that reset, but expiry, so it's gonna go back to goalie ring for the Calgary Wrath.
So we'll re-see that shot for Sezia that hit the post, beautifully placed, but doesn't quite get in. Calgary with the ring here. The defense doing a good job of skating out of trouble. Passing it over to Sauvé. Sauvé skating out of there. Spinning out, passing it to Ung, picking it up. Or Exner picking it up, passing it down to Yolden. Don't have time to do a reset, so the ring will go back to Saint-Pierre. Yolden taking her time there to pass it back to the goalie, getting a chance for her partners to come into the zone with her.
We're in the middle zone here. Nice streak by Dumont here. She made that first pass, continued her streak, so Lacombe just passed it back to her. Now we have a, low walk again by Sezia here. She's really taking advantage of that defense stationary position here, but Ung's gonna pick that up for the Wrath.
Yolden trying to pass it over the line. She does, but it's a bit too slow for Ung, so it's gonna be picked up by Armstrong. Back to Yolden, passing it back to Hemstreet, or Meyer with the ring now. Dropping it off to Brewster. Brewster trying to have a shot, but it's blocked nicely by the Rive-Sud defense.
Nice play on the line here by both teams. We're gonna have a streaker here, 99. Don't believe she's gonna go for it. She's gonna wait for her partners to join. It's gonna get dropped to Vachon. Vachon waiting on her third attacker here to set something up. Ouellette is gonna join the attack. Can't believe how much space you have onto the boards there to cycle it back. Crease violation, so Bree's gonna pick that up.
Beck with the ring now, sending it high to her defense. Wheeler with the ring, in trouble.
Nice check here by Vachon and Ouellette. They're gonna pick that up for Rive-Sud. We have a line change going on at the same time, so defense is just gonna take her time and pass that back to Keeble. We have 15 seconds on the clock for Rive-Sud here. Ooh, fake drop, pass to low post. Can't get a stab there, but they're keeping the ring. We're gonna go for that reset. Beautiful execution here for rebound. Keeble picks that back up. Low pass to Lavoie. Lavoie is gonna take her time, take space. Pass it down to Lacombe. Lacombe is gonna cycle that back up. She's looking for that back pass, not quite satisfied, goes for the shot, but rebound in front of the net for the center.
Exner passing it over the line to Sauvé. So Sauvé with the ring now. Trying to set her defense as a support, but is nicely checked by Dumont.
Which is actually a defense. Nice, beautiful play here in between the blue lines to keep the line and keep the attack going for Rive-Sud. I gotta say, the energy from the black jerseys here can be felt. They're pretty good at starting the first period with pace. Larocque with the ring. She's gonna exit, pass it back to 91. Tries for the middle, but can't get that opportunity.
Exner picking up the ring, passing it over to Yolden. Yolden using her support in Ung. Ung with a ring with lots of time. Gillespie doesn't quite stab it, so it's going to be picked up by Yolden. Yolden passing it across to her partner. Nice stab, back to Yolden. Enters the crease and does a nice shot, but it's saved by Saint-Pierre.
Rive-Sud here is going to try to exit. Number 11, Emilie with the ring. She's going to pass that to Laurence. Larocque with the ring. She's going to take her time. She's going to set Vachon. Play on the board here. Check's going to pass it back to Larocque. Nice wide pass here. Opening the play to Cunial. Is going to pass that to Plante. Back to Lavoie coming off the bench. She's going to go for that shot. A little short side here. Goes behind and is picked up by the defense. Wide pass here is going to actually get picked up by Keeble. Keeble that was a lot of space given to her to that low walk. She got lucky there that Rock checked that in her crease. So Beck is going to set Yolden behind the net.
He's going to try and send it over the line, but the ring stops a bit short. So we'll send it to Rock over the blue line, but checked by Rive-Sud.
Once again, turnover in the middle zone here. I got to say the defense from Rive-Sud are quite active on their check, and it's really working out for them. They're giving lots of opportunity of attack for Rive-Sud. Larocque is yet back on the ice. She's going to wait for 3 checkers. We have Ouellette onto the boards here. Low walk again. Shot goes high, but is picked back up by her teammate Vachon. She's going to shot that wide, hits the goalie, but Rock on the rebound.
Rock with the ring now. Trying to skate out of trouble. She'll drop it off for Meyer. Meyer sends it wide to Wheeler. Wheeler with the ring now. Check behind the net.
Again, another turnover for Rive Sud. I gotta say their forecheck here is really, I guess, winning the shifts, winning the period. I have to say the possession for Rive Sud is definitely higher than the Calgary Wrath here. Nice back pass opportunity here, picked up by Cezia, blocked shot by the defense. Nice way of putting yourself in the shooting lane there.
Meyer doing a good job in center to intercept that pass and pick it up. Under a lot of pressure, sends it over to Wheeler. Wheeler with the ring. Over
Nice.
him shoot.
Ooh,
Brewster with the open ice. Opts for a shot, but it's saved by Saint-Pierre.
passing it back to Émilie. Émilie to Lacombe. Lacombe tries for that high pass, but is intercepted by Calgary. We have in the middle zone Armstrong with the ring.
Armstrong setting up Hemstreet deep in the zone that can easily pick up the ring. Taking her time, trying to set up something. Tries to set up that post, but it's intercepted by the Rive Sud defense.
Nice play by the defense here to send that in the middle zone to Bourque. Plan is actually going to take that, but good check here by Armstrong. Her defense is going to pick that up. 14 with the ring.
Wheeler sending it down to her partner. Trying to go through two players, and she does. Anderson with the ring now. Sends it down to Sauvé. Sauvé with 10 seconds left. Sends it back to Anderson. Shooting it. It came in out of the crease but went back in, so that Calgary player tried to hit the ring, but it was back in that crease, so it'll go to Saint-Pierre.
Raymond Couturier is going to try to set up over the blue line. Is picked up by Calgary. Exner.
Exner over to Ung. Ung with the ring, back to Yolden.
Fresh legs on the ice for the Wrath here.
Yolden with the ring, dropping it for Gillespie. Gillespie tries to send it back to Yolden, but it's picked up by Camille Lavoie in center.
Nice stick play here by Lavoie to stop that high pass from happening, creating opportunity and possession in the offensive zone. Lacombe with the ring, tries to, that was a nice move by Lacombe, but even better defensive play by Wheeler. Wide shot, picked up by Lacombe. We have 5 seconds on the clock. We have to go for that reset. She goes middle, but it's stopped by Beck.
Beck with the ring, trying to send it high up to Wheeler, but it's picked up by Alain.
That was a little sketchy contact between Wheeler and Lacombe. I'm glad they stopped that play just to be safe. We're just gonna see that open chance for Lacombe again here. She really drove that triangle, creating herself an opportunity, but Beck here answering back for her team, preventing an open score.
We'll have a defensive free pass here, so Meyer getting the ring in the middle, has a player down low. Sends it to number 5, Brewster. Brewster with the ring, dropping it down to Hemstreet. Hemstreet sending it to the middle, back to Meyer, but is checked by the Rive Sud triangle that just squeezed her.
Move it or lose it, will win it. Larocque with her winning that with her physicality, definitely. She's gonna take her time, take that ring for Rive Sud. Pass to Plante over the first blue line. She's gonna send that deep, battle over the boards. We have Vachon here. She's gonna pick that up, passing it back to Plante. Plante's gonna go for the net here. Hard shot on the ice. We get the rebound for Rive Sud. We're gonna have a line change with a full 30 seconds on the clock, but we actually have 15 to the period. So let's see what they do for the last opportunity here. Drop to Keeble, can't get a stab on that. Great play by Meyer here.
Sauvé with the ring here, only 4 seconds left. Not sure she's aware as she passes it back to the D. And that'll do it for the first period.
I have to say here, Rive Sud really energetic and using speed, jumping on all the loose ring, but Calgary is just looking composed and they're playing the long game. They've been here before. It's nothing unusual. Barb making it the Hall of Fame, their head coach this year. She knows what she's doing. She's keeping her cool. She wants her bench to remain composed. We have 4 periods to play here. Lots of time on the clock. Still at 0-0 after the first 13 minutes.
We'll see a few highlights here as we have the last few seconds of intermission. So Cunial with that nice breakaway opportunity, using her speed to get behind those Calgary defense.
Look at those camera angles. I love that. The best opportunity here was for the Wrath was for Yulden crashing in the middle zone. Can't get the shot she wanted, but both teams had great opportunities here. They just have to keep going, and they'll find the back of the net eventually.
Here's a nice opportunity by Lacombe, who does a really good job of keeping heavy on her stick, so that once she manages to squeeze through those 2 Calgary players, manages to keep the ring on the end of her stick.
Our intermission is over here. We're gonna have another 13 minutes to go. Second period is gonna start.
Very disciplined first period. We got to watch a full 13 minutes of 5-on-5, which is always more fun.
Beautiful ringette when you play 5-on-5. Larocque over the free pass to Lacaille. Lacaille to Plante. Plante to Larocque. Can't get a stab on that. Exner's just gonna jump on that loose ring. She's gonna cycle that in the middle zone. Good battle here. Oh, nice drop pass by Sauvé here. Nice check. She didn't know she had a follower behind her, so now Rive-Sud in the offensive zone. It's gonna send that deep to Vachon. Vachon to Larocque. Larocque cycling. We have the beginning of a line change here. Lavoie first, new skater on the ice, joined by Keeble. She's gonna go for that shot. Nice stick play by the defense here. We're gonna try from that free pass, but shot clock expiry. Nice defensive play by the Wrath here.
Beck with the ring now, dropping it off to her defense, using her speed to skate out, passing it over to Gillespie, who tries to set up deep in the zone, but Alain picks it up.
Alain over to her D partner, over the first blue line to Keeble, over the second blue line to Lavoie. Back to Keeble. Keeble's gonna look for passing option, not satisfied. Sends it back up to Cezia. Cezia was trying to get that back pass, but no one there to pick up. Cunial here, the defense gonna streak in for that reset, but it's picked up by
Hazel. Hazel with the ring now, trying to set up her forward, but she was gone already to that blue line. Murray with the ring now, using her speed to get a breakaway opportunity. Murray
nice.
With the ring gets a shot off, but I think it might have been hit by a Rive-Sud player, and Rive-Sud will do a good job of squeezing that player into the boards to get that ring back. Murray with a nice opportunity, a defense, using her speed to get to that net.
Laurie's gonna pass it to Laurence. Laurence over the first blue line. Can get a stab on that, so Yulden's gonna pick that up for the Wrath.
Yulden sending it over to Ung. Ung sending it down, hoping Gillespie can get to it first, but it's picked up by Bernard Lacaille.
Nice foot race here by the defense, number 12 of Rive-Sud. She's gonna send that to Larocque. She was trying to get the change here. Ooh, not quite the execution she wanted. She didn't even have 2 hands on her stick here, so she really tried her best, but it's gonna get turned over as she sent the ring into her own bench. So the Wrath here will have an offensive opportunity. The Wrath with the ring. Brewster's gonna send that to her partner Hemstreet with the ring, and we have Meyer in front of the net. We have 20 seconds on the shot clock, lots of time. Back pass into the corner to Meyer. Meyer's gonna try to set something up on the other side. We have a pick here set by Hemstreet. Nice play. Can't get the shot she wants. Wide shot in the corner.
Hemstreet picking it up. Needs to get the shot off. She does, but doesn't get the rebound needed to get that ring back. So Saint-Pierre will set it down to Bernard Lacaille.
Rive Sud's defense here with the ring. She's looking at her options. She's checked by the Rat, so can get all the passing lanes she wants. Off the boards to Cezia. Nice stab there. Those are the hardest passes. Ooh, nice play by Hemstreet here, number 7 from the Wrath.
Doing a good job to keep on her man, so when she wasn't able to stab that, she got that ring over. She'll get it back over the blue line. Hemstreet with the ring now. Going behind the net, taking her time. Still 13 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to get something set up. Exner here gets a nice shot, but it goes a bit high. It's going to be picked up by Calgary, who need to get that reset. They do.
Nice.
She will get that ring back. Anderson with the ring, trying to set up her player. Nice battle in the corner. Rive Sud coming out victorious of that.
Nice physicality here shown by number 96, but Exner just too quick for her own good. She's gonna pick that up for the Calgary Wrath.
Anderson with the ring now, passing it back to Sauvé. Sauvé trying to set up her post, but doesn't quite get enough whip on it to send it down, but Calgary will pick it back up again.
Yeah.
Sauvé with the ring now. Passing it back on top of that blue line, trying to use that wide ice to get something set up. Ung can quite stab it, so it's going to be picked up by Larocque.
Larocque here waiting for a good passing lane. She's going to pass that to Plante. Check that to Dumont. We got a touch call, so Dumont's going to pick that up as Larocque touched it over the line. Sends it to Larocque. Larocque back pass to Plante. She's going to try for that high shot, but nice stick play by Yolden and Rock here. So Rock's going to come victorious with the ring, passing it over to Yolden.
Yolden over to Ung. Ung on a one-on-one, trying for that backhand shot, but Saint-Pierre will get a shoulder on that. Very nice opportunity.
Cugnal with the ring. She's going to try to exit for the Rive Sud. Good job by 97 here to keep that ring, battle it through, sends it deep. Ooh, Cezia's going to pick that up as the defense fell on the ice, gets a shot, but it goes wide. Battle in the corner for that loose ring.
It's going to come out to Yolden, who's going to send it over on the far side to Rock. Rock sending it over the blue line. Meyer in the deep end with the ring. She's going to be by herself now, so looking for a bit of help here. 10 seconds, her partners have joined her. And they'll score. Mia Hemstreet with that pick shoot on the post, and it'll trickle down right past Saint-Pierre.
She did not have lots of room there, barely none at all, but manages to squeeze it past Saint-Pierre to open the scoring chance here. We have a 1-0 game.
Good decision to shoot it even if there wasn't a lot of space. That's how you beat Saint-Pierre. She's a very good goalie who's gonna follow you.
Calgary Wrath, go.
So we have 91 with the ring here.
Scored by number 7, Mia Hemstreet.
Vachon now with the ring joined by Ouellette. Ouellette driving the D, but not satisfied with her shot. She's going to wide shot that to Beck, who's just going to secure that back into her defense, number 15, Armstrong with the ring. Heavily checked by 2 Rive Sud, but she comes out victorious. Off to Wheeler in the middle zone. Wheeler's going to take her time, sets up space. Now Hemstreet attacking for the Wrath.
Hemstreet trying to get a shot off for that reset, but it's blocked off by Dumont, who's going to pick that ring up and send it over the blue line to Keeble.
Keeble's going to send that to Dumont. Defense, I love how active the Rive Sud's defense are. They're joining the attack, creating that nice flow in transition, and giving Rive Sud lots of time with the ring.
Hazel's going to pick that ring up that wasn't quite stabbed by Rive Sud, but they're going to do a good job on that pressure to get that ring right back.
That forecheck is definitely deadly for Rive Sud now. Wheeler with a back pass into the corner, but heavily checked by the Wrath. They're going to pick that up over the ringette line.
Anderson sending it over to Hazel. Hazel tries to set up her Sauvé. We'll have a collision here, and we will get a call on that.
We have a body contact penalty here called against the Wrath. Unfortunate. They were both going for the ring. It's that type of scenario where the first one who gets the ring will not get the penalty, and then unfortunately I was actually wrong.
So we'll see on the replay here, it's Lavoie, I think, who's gonna get that for squishing Anderson. It's unfortunate she got the brunt of it, but...
So the Wrath now is gonna start with the ring offensively. We have Yolden, Exner, and Ung on the ice. So the power play here for the Wrath is sponsored by Hertz. This crucial power play opportunity hit the road to Victorial and reliable car rentals for all your travel needed. So thank you, Hertz, for giving us that power play opportunity for the Wrath here.
Exner with the ring here, taking that space that they're giving them, trying to set up Yolden. Yolden with the ring now. Sending it back to Ung. Ung trying to hit Yolden. She does. Who tries to set up that pick shoot for Exner, but can't quite get a stab on that. So it's going to be picked up by Rive-Sud.
Larocque with the ring. She's going to try to set up her D here. Sarah.
Bernard Lacaille getting up and out of trouble. Looking for someone in the deep end, but it's going to be picked up by Ung, who's under pressure from Keeble, but still manages to get it out.
Great show here of winning the space with her body, securing the ring for the Wrath.
Yolden sending it down to Meyer. Meyer going behind the net, waiting for her partners, gonna drop it off. And another back pass, tries to crash in and set it back to Hemstreet, but missing a little power on that, so Alain's gonna pick it up and send it to Dumont.
She's gonna streak that for Rive-Sud. Vachon is just gonna take her time, see her passing opportunity. That goes to Alain. Nice drop pass here in a deep end, securing the ring. Vachon's gonna take her time. She's gonna go for that wide shot, and it does go wide. Picked up by Cugnal. Shots on her own player here. Unfortunate rebound. Maya's gonna pick that up.
Send it over the line to Brewster. Brewster keeping that ring, sending it down to Yolden, who can't quite stab it, who's under pressure. It's gonna be picked up by Brewster. Brewster down to Anderson. Anderson with the ring now. Over to Yolden. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson with a nice shot, but it goes a bit high.
Beautiful
picked up by
setup.
Cugnal.
That was a beautiful setup by Yolden. Picked back up by Cugnal. She's gonna drop that to Larocque. She's gonna try for that first pass over the line to Plante. She's gonna streak and get her own first pass. Larocque's trying to streak for that low walk. Checked. Stick check here by the defense. Nice play of stopping that opportunity. Plante to Larocque. She's gonna try for that shot. Sends it deep, but intercepted. Stick check, but oof. That was a nice shot, but we have a shot clock expiry, so Beck is just gonna pick that up and pass it back to Wheeler.
Wheeler using her support here, passing it over to her D partner, Armstrong. Armstrong over to Sauvé. Sauvé taking her time, using space to get a pass off to Ung. Ung with the ring, looking for support. She gets it by Murray. Murray leaving that ring over for Exner. Exner to Sauvé. Sauvé. Exner, I believe, hit the post here, so it's going to be picked up by Sauvé, and they'll get a reset. Sauvé crashing, doing a nice job of setting it down to Exner, but no opportunity there, so she'll take her time and go around, get a shot off. It's going to be deflected and over in the corner, so Larocque's going to pick it up and send it over to Bernard Lacaille. Sets her right back up.
Nice pass over the line to Bernard Lacaille. She's gonna walk the line a little bit, take her time. Lavoie is back on the ice. She's gonna send that over to Sezia, who's gonna, she had a decent shot opportunity, but choose to kept that. Nice reset here. She gets her own rebound. Full clock for Rive-Sud attacking again. Keeble with the ring. Nice back pass here to Lavoie. Lavoie's gonna take her time, try to drive that D. Not satisfied with anything. Nice push here by Exner, the center of Calgary Wrath, not giving anything to the Rive Sud.
We'll have a delayed 4-in here, so the ring will go to Rive Sud since it ended up in the crease. So Rive Sud will have that ring with 56 seconds to go in this first half.
They're gonna send back their first trio. We have Larocque, Plante, and Vachon.
We'll see a replay here of Exner hitting that post, and we'll go right back to Rive Sud with that ring.
So we have Plante setting up in the middle zone. Rebound here in front of the net. Loose ring. Vachon's gonna win that back. Pass in between the legs to Plante. Plante, wide shot. Ooh, nice rebound opportunity, but can get quite a stab on there. We have 30 seconds to the second period to go. Maybe last attack opportunity.
Rock doing a good job of intercepting that pass, so Calgary maybe on their last opportunity with 15 seconds here. But Larocque doing a good job of picking that ring back up. 10 seconds to go in the period.
Ooh, nice back pass here to her teammate. Can get a shot. That, ooh, nice play by the defense of Calgary Wrath here, not giving them anything to do with that loose rebound in front of the net. Gotta say, they're working in perfect coordination with their goalies there. She's giving out rebounds, but the defense is there to block that opportunity right off.
So it's 1-0 to the Wrath, but I have to say I don't think the score is reflecting the game. I'd say these teams are a good matchup. Rive Sud are doing a hell of a job on that forecheck to keep themselves alive and have that most of the possession in this game.
Oh, definitely. Both teams had a great scoring opportunity, but just like you said, ring management, I have to give that to Rive Sud. We're going to take a short break. We're going to flood the ice. We're coming back to, we have another 2 periods of 13 minutes of great ringette to play for that bronze medal game. Reminding you that the score is 1-0 to the Calgary Wrath, and we'll be right back.